The whole first half of Find Your Freedom follows that part. It's this journey to figure out what freedom means to you, what your aspirations are, going beyond just goals, but setting goals and also exploring that relationship that you have with money. And yes, we all have a relationship with money and we don't think about it in those terms. But did you grow up with trauma, or did you grow up with abundance, or did you just not talk about money? And all of those start to form your relationship with money. And the other amazing thing that Ron and I talk about in the book is the fact that some of our relationships from money could be, I view it more as like 2, 3, but Ron talks about this sometimes, that trauma can last for 8 generations in a family. It can be passed on for that long. So we can have things that happened hundreds of years ago that are still impacting our lives today and our relationship with money. So we actually have to understand that. So it's looking back at our first money memories, understanding how our parents and grandparents interacted with money and now how that impacted us. And I'll wrap up with a quick story on that one right there. Is my relationship with gifting around money and like buying gifts for people. I don't like it. I remember growing up, I talked about my dad passing away. My mom, part of her love language is giving gifts, but she would overbuy at Christmas and she'd say, hey, this year I'm not going to spend as much. I'm not going to spend as much. And she would overspend. And then there would be so much stress attached to that after the holidays, right? In January, when those credit card bills would show up as a single mom, that created a negative aspect of gifting. I saw the downside of overspending, over gifting, and the stress. So I'm not a big fan of gifts, right? I like doing things with people. I like experiences. I like spending time. I don't want a new shirt. I don't want stuff. But it comes from a place of kind of like, I'd say, negativity there about that relationship I had with it. Now, for some people, gifting still remains super important. For my mom, it's part of the way that she expresses that she loves people is giving gifts.